You gotta close the door. What are you doing?
No, you can't do this.
I have to.
No.
I forgot. I have to get them out of the dryer.
You absolutely can never do this ever again.
I never put them in the dryer. Look.
You cannot do this ever again.
What am I gonna do? I have no
You can't do it right now, Aaron. This is gonna make too much noise. You can't do this during a stream.
I have to.
Too bad. We're gonna have to do it afterwards. I can't cancel it right now.
I'm not gonna remember.
I don't care.
It's the dryer. It's not gonna make too much noise.
I can't do it because it picks up everything. You
Dryer?
can't do it right now. I'm sorry.
So I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna have any sheets on my
I'll put
bed.
it in immediately after. Hang out on the fucking thing.
You're gonna remember? Probably not.
right.
Hey everybody. It's time to hang out. Let me make sure this music isn't too loud. Hey everybody. Oh, and I can hear myself on my own stream. Hold on. I gotta turn down my volume. Alright. Happy... What is today? I don't even know what today is. Oh my god. Is today Monday? Hey everybody. Hey girls with sabers, Rural Farm Boy, Alex, there is another, Stephanie S, and Arachnido Comics. What's up, dudes? Is this music good enough for a volume level, and could I be louder at all? Oh, by the way, today my kid, he just turned 11 months. It's crazy. I can't believe. Down a tad. Music down a tad. Alright. Great. I hope it's very ASMR-ish and that it's soothing for everybody. So yeah, I call this this live stream Reylo is Endgame, as well as the Cosmic Force. Oh, what's up, Ron? Yeah, dude, this is mad chill music. I love this stuff. I've been recently listening to a lot of... Oh man, Hello Greedo streaming right now. I'm so torn. Crap. So anyways, yeah, I love this kind of music. I've been listening to a lot of post-rock in this kind of digital synth jizz is what I call it. So if you like any other stuff that sounds like this, I would highly recommend the Album Leaf. The Album Leaf is one of the coolest like digital ambient bands out there. Very awesome stuff. So, Reylo in the Cosmic Force. I don't know if anybody saw that video yet that I put out. I know a couple of you did, called Who Are You? So, I'm really hyped right now. I'm rereading the Last Jedi audiobook. And, yeah, this is what I listen to too, Ron, when I get acupuncture. Except I'm the one doing it to myself. So it's not really therapeutic. Oh well. But yeah, I don't know what it is. The book for The Last Jedi is so freaking good and so much better at explaining the movie. It's insane. I am entranced by it yet again, and I'm finally like going through everything with like markers and stuff and marking up red for Kylo Ren and pink for Rey and yellow for Luke, just so I can Yep, TLJ audiobook. That's exactly what it is with Jason Fry. And I can't remember who's doing the audio reading. But my god, it's freaking awesome. I know. How can I say it's good? It's only my objective opinion. I hope you guys saw that video with Professor Porg, as I call it. So, Professor Porg will now be a part of this channel. Forever. Yeah, I know, Stuart. He's live as well. I'm competing with the legend right now. I can't compete with HG. Dude, yeah, Alex. So I actually just read the solo novelization maybe last month, and I was so surprised at how good it was. And maybe it's the story group and. You know, afterwards, they get to see the story and just, you know, add their complete spin to it. But I couldn't believe all the stuff with Kira. Specifically her, actually. I found that I might need to make a video about Kira and all the stuff that the book happens to go over in Solo, the novel adaptation, and it's wicked good. Yeah, it's Mark Thompson. That's right, dude. He nails Luke's voice. So right now in the Last Jedi novelization, I'm right at the part where they go to the Uneti tree. So it's funny. Yeah. So that's what got me thinking about the Cosmic Force, right? Because Rey says something has always been there. You know, something has always been there. And that's a very important word, right? Always. And she doesn't know what to do with this thing. And we know what it is, right? We know it's the Force. And it makes me think of the Arc of Mortis in the death of the brother and sister, right? And, you know, like it's the analogs to the dark and light. And I firmly believe now, starting to read the Last Jedi novelization again, that Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, and Rey are, without a doubt, the living embodiment of the cosmic force. And that might sound like wicked, heady, cerebral jump of, you know, I don't even know how to put it. It's like it is sort of a stretch, I suppose. But yes, I feel like we are being boinked on the head right now. And I can't believe I'm like noticing more of this cosmic force stuff as I'm reading the Last Jedi novelization again. And I think what really made it obvious to me, and sorry if I'm not getting to a couple questions that I've seen up there. Dale, I did see who wants to read my fan fiction. Yeah, Dale, actually, that'd be pretty cool. I love to read some fan fiction. I love that kind of stuff. I love any kind of Star Wars fan stuff. Oh, thanks, dude. That's really cool. I appreciate that. But yeah, so like when she goes to the Unity tree, I think there's like a passage where it's almost like the Force is saying like there's a promise or something like that. Maybe Girls with Sabers in here can actually help me out with this because they're very in tune with the Last Jedi, more so than I am. But yeah, like it's almost like there was a promise or something like that. And Stuart, that's hilarious that you got 2 streams going. That's amazing. But yeah, there's like some sort of like promise that was going on, I guess, with Rey, or she like says that to herself, and it makes me think of like, you know, there's gotta be this underlying theme that we're finally gonna see resolve in Episode 9 here, with the cosmic force being reincarnated in Kylo and Rey, and I don't know, hey, wow, I can't believe the lore master is in here right now. Everybody just go and watch all of his movies. You know what? Or movies, his edits. What's up, dude? Nice to see you in here. Everett, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm having like a fanboy out right now. I'm pumped. I feel like is Eckhart next? Oh my god. But yeah, so I just feel like this cosmic force thing that really did start primarily for me with the Clone Wars is finally being wrapped up in the sequel trilogy. And does anybody agree with me here? Am I just kind of talking into the void? Oh, nice. I appreciate you jumping in, dude. I watch a lot of your videos. I should add you to my Legends of the Force, since you are the master of lore. But yeah, man, your channel kicks ass. So yeah, so for those who watch the Clone Wars and all that stuff, we know at the end of the Arc of Mortis, like all of the God versions of the Force are like deceased, right? Anakin didn't fulfill his current prophecy there. Hey man, you got it. You do so much hard work on that channel. You deserve the praise. Make sure, like, if you guys haven't heard of him, just go and honestly watch his channel and subscribe. It's so good. Very, very, very well done. But yeah, sorry also about my voice. It's a little scratchy, so I brought water with me today. Because I didn't do that last time like a dummy. So hold on, I'm gonna take a sip. Ah, yeah, that was great. Just kidding. That was booze. No, it wasn't. It was water. So, back to Rey and all that cosmic force stuff. Yeah, so like, now that the father, the son, and daughter are gone, I love that J.J. Abrams, and I wonder if this was even intended at the set of this, or if this is because of because of Rian Johnson talking to Dave Filoni about where he can go with the Force with The Last Jedi. But I do feel like the sequel trilogy is actually wrapping up part of the some of that arc set up in the Clone Wars, which is super interesting, because for a little while, you know, I remember in one of my earlier videos I said how the sequel trilogy really strayed away from the prequels, right? They tried to avoid the aesthetic, which I think was actually a bad idea. I'm actually going to turn on the music a tiny bit. It's making my brain not be able to think. But yeah, I feel like it was a sort of accidental aesthetic idea to avoid some of that prequel stuff right away, but it seems to me that they're finally realizing how to combine all these trilogies together through the Chosen One and the Cosmic Force by using the Clone Wars somehow, and specifically the Arc of Mortis. It's just been such a weird thing to think about for the last couple of days as I'm writing a lot of these scripts on Rey and Kylo Ren, and just trying to get all my thoughts down. And the other thing too is like, I guess what I'm trying to go for, I love Alex's reaction. Yeah, that was my reaction too. I was like, holy shit, he's in the stream. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm just going to derail my own conversation here. I hope you guys like the new logo. It was, let me go online here. One second. Let me type this in. So, this very talented person on Twitter that's also in my Discord, calls herself Clues. She decided, or I hit her up because she's so talented. I was like, you know what? I need a new logo, and I suck at designing things other than, you know, pretty much Tim and Eric designs. Like, you guys know my style here. It's very, very crass and crude and that just weird public accessy style, which is kind of what I like. But I wanted something nice. Yeah, Verl, you do. And I'm glad you keep up with me in the Twitterverse. I need help on Twitter because people come at me letting me know their opinions are facts. So I need friends on there to help me bring logic to those that don't have any. It's very important. You know, we got to fight that good fight. But yeah, the logo that Clues made for me, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, you know what I need? Like an AT-AT driver helmet or something, and maybe like a profile and it being in a circle. And then literally like a day later, boom, I get this. And of course, I paid her some money because she deserves it, and every artist does. Never flake on paying anybody if you guys ever get freelance for anything. And I'm just so happy that I got this design. Now, the next thing I need to do is, oh shit, it's past midnight for you, Stuart? Dang. Yeah, man, I don't want you to stay up too late if you have to get up early, man. I totally get it. Sleep is important. But yeah, I'm just so happy with this icon. It just feels so professional, and I'm all giddy. I can't wait to put that on a t-shirt. Ooh, Everett with a good question. Which is your favorite Stormtrooper variant? I like the I like the Shore Trooper. You know what? Let me take a peek over at my No, Ron, I would never do such a thing. Oh, dude, Ron, I haven't found anybody yet that wants to do the debate Saturday. I gotta hit you up offline about that maybe later on this tonight. But hold on a second. Let me take a look at my Black Series. I want to see which Stormtroopers are my fave. Let's take a look. I'd have to say at a Disney era, I'd go with Shore Trooper. That is the most like eclectic design going on, kind of like a mix between the troopers on Endor and like your classic Stormtrooper. I thought that's a pretty cool design. I have like 3 of those guys. Wait, what are you saying, Rural? Oh, by the way, I hope you guys are pumped at Darth Jar Jar. I know Lore Master was. Let me turn this music up a tiny bit. Yeah. I do need to get a, Darth Jar Jar's canon right. I think so. I do need to, figure out how I can either paint a, TIE Pilot helmet, which is actually what the AT-AT helmet is. It's just inverted the painting. It's like literally the same pieces, except for the, I think the ventilators have like spikes on them for the AT-AT driver helmets. But then Stuart was kind enough to send me a link to one of them. They're like $400, so I got to do some freelance or something to to afford it. It's just ridiculous how expensive some of those replicas are. Like even the Kylo Ren replica, like the one that I have is only Black Series, but the real replica is I think $600. I don't get how anybody can really afford those, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Nest. Yeah, I'm still using that. This is the only music I can actually use currently that will not get me a copyright strike. And what I'm trying to do right now is create a playlist of my own music, because I don't know if you guys know, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably know this, but I am a musician, and I've been sharing tracks here and there with just, you know, random things that I've written that's from punk to hip-hop to weird New Jack swing stuff and stuff that sounds like the Whispers to like skate thrash metal. So I'm kind of sifting through thousands of songs that I've made since I was like 20, because I'm like almost 33 now. My birthday's next month, March 1st. I'll be turning 33. It's my 33rd trip around the sun. But yeah. Yeah, Ron, so yeah, Ness, I'm into so much different styles of music. Like, I've been in so many bands, it's ridiculous. Stuart, I would meet up with anybody. It doesn't matter reputation or like even if this I know, Ron, I'm a baby. I'm a baby that has a baby, and with another baby on the way. I'm a baby maker. Good thing I'm not monetized. Somebody would probably be creeped out by that. No, I wish I was going to Star Wars Celebration. Unfortunately, I got to be a dad, and we're saving up for a house and all that stuff, so, you know. But yeah, so Ness, I love a lot of freaking music. So yeah, I love blues. Yeah, I love it all. Oh, look who it is. He did show up. Son of a bitch. I hope... That's hilarious. Eck. You make me understand Star Wars more than Star Wars explained. How does that make any sense? You know what I was thinking about today, now that X in here? I was thinking about hyperspace madness. And then I was thinking about, I can't freaking remember what this is called, but it's some game where like, or some book or something where like when these people go through like the warp, they like 10% of the crew survives, and it's like the most disturbing thing in the world. Shit, I can't remember what this is. I was just talking about this with somebody at work. We were like fucking doing I do like screen replacements and all that crap at work, which is like super fun. Not really, but yeah, I don't know. I can't fucking remember what that shit was. It's called The Warp though, and it's some weird stuff. But yeah, I hope all you guys watch Eckhart's Ladder. It's like straight up the History Channel, but Star Wars and better. And Canadian. I like going to Canada a lot. When I was playing in bands, yeah, man, good to see you, dude. Oh, yeah. Boom. Warhammer. Yep, that's what it is. I knew you would know what that is. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna butcher your name. Claudinia? Jesus? Jesus? Want to know a funny story, everybody? So my name's Nick Brecken, and since your last name there was Jesus, my dad, he's Panamanian. He was born in Panama, okay? And his original father, his name was Jesus Rodriguez. Okay? So technically, my real last name is Rodriguez, which is kind of awesome to me. So somewhere out there in Panama land, I mean, I've never met this man, neither has my dad for some reason, but there's a man named Jesus that is my grandfather, and I find that hilarious. Eckhart's Ladder is his inspiration. It's a symbiotic self relationship. That's how it works. So yeah, somebody asked about Reylo. Yeah, let me get back on topic here. I just feel like people are so hyper focused on and I get it. Regardless or not if you're digging this story of the sequel trilogy, I just feel like at the end of the day, the points of the sequel trilogy is not one of like training and mastery and all this stuff. I firmly believe it has to do with the balancing of the Force, and they're not going to put us through all the same stuff we've already seen narratively. They're going to finally show us what it means to balance the Force through the cosmic force incarnating themselves into two beings. And who better than some nobody and literally the aftermath of the original trilogy's heroes. I mean, people keep complaining that, you know, or not complaining, a lot of people are critical, saying that this isn't the Skywalker saga or whatever, and, you know, who is Ben Solo, but the amalgamation of the the blood of the original trilogy, I guess. And who better to have the cosmic force or the dark side of the cosmic force put itself into somebody that's completely conflicted in himself pretty much at all times and literally just reacts. Ugh, it's crazy. Like rewatching The Last Jedi, when I watch his specific scenes at the end, I think a Girls with Sabers video touched on this, and obviously I'm a big fan of Girls with Sabers. You guys should all go subscribe. Super awesome philosophical talks, really long, awesome philosophical talks, and they're talking about how Kylo Ren loses control, and that's when he wreaks havoc and that kind of stuff. Hey, I used to live in Chicago. One of my favorite bands is from Chicago. That band would be, or actually they're from Michigan, but I went to Chicago during college to go see them. Drove 17 hours to see a band called Small Brown Bike, then drove 17 hours home after I saw them play for 2 hours. It was a very tiring day when I got back to Monday on college. Oh, we got a question. Yeah, I wonder if Rian Johnson is working. Hey, what's up, John Matrix? Nice to see you, dude. I do wonder if Rian Johnson is working in some capacity as a, I don't know, like maybe sort of executive producer. Just, it would seem strange for him not to have some sort of minor creative involvement, especially since he really pushed the Force into a weird zone. I don't know, you know, like I feel like he's important now to at least be riffed with, you know. JJ, I'm sure, did have a couple of chats with them on where they both think everything's going. So Stuart, I used to work with a girl when I was working in advertising. Like, well, I still work in advertising, but now I just make commercials for one company. But this is when I was like working on everything. Yo, what's up, dude? Nice to see you here. Phantasmic Years. Mecha Luke. Shit, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in some capacity, Ryan is involved. He did so much to sort of I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say muck up or muddy up the waters, but he just did, you know, kind of what Filoni did in the Ark of Mortis. He just like went bonkers with the Force, and it was just insane. Yeah, John, dude, you've been busting out content, man. I don't know how you do it. I try to get like, what am I doing right now? I'm trying to do a stream a week, one parody a month, and then I don't even know. I know, Rural. I have like ADD like you wouldn't even believe. Me staying on target is like, who even knows? You should watch me playing a game though. I'm pretty hyper focused. You know, I don't think Episode 9 is going to be a Return of the Jedi ripoff. I think in the sense of the whole quote-unquote poetry stuff, yeah, it's just like, they're probably going to have some parts that rhyme, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, Stuart, I totally forgot what I was saying. That was a tangent, I forgot where I was going. So she didn't like music either. And it was funny because this girl was an editor, right? And she still is an editor. And she works somewhere else doing commercials now. And somehow through editing, she ended up learning to somehow enjoy music. And now she goes to concerts all the time. It was the funniest thing. Because being a musician, I was like, how can somebody not like music? I couldn't believe it. I've never met somebody that like actually didn't really dig music. So, you know, interesting things. There's some people out there that don't like Star Wars. I mean, think about that. That's freaking weird. Real Farm Bro is like my mediator. Yeah, you're my facilitator, dude. Yeah, so I'm gonna say it, Black Eyed Dilly. I was supposed to do that last month, but last month was so crazy. So my wife's pregnant right now. We're having baby number 2, and it's been a little more tough, and it's been, you know, so I've been trying to be more around and less with the creative stuff, and, you know, just trying to be the family guy and be upstairs and be supportive and do what I can. It's completely unique now. It's funny, and it makes me wonder if we're having a little baby girl, which would be really cool. We have a boy now, so hey, thanks so much, Ron. Yeah, apparently, you know, I'm just I'm making little stormtroopers to help me do stuff, you know? Maybe they'll be part of the stream someday, whenever I get a camera. Yeah, let me actually, you know what? I want to go to your channel for a second. How do I do this? Go to channel. Alright, I can't wait for you to post some content. There is another. I just subbed to you. That is a really, really awesome banner and graphic that you have. Wow. I need to, like, fix mine. Yeah. I did just sub to you. FN1189. I actually won't be at Celebration, and it's a super big bummer. We're doing a lot of saving, up for a house right now in life, and I also got to make sure I have enough money to buy Star Wars toys. So, no, but in reality, yeah, we're just kind of saving up and doing that stuff right now. There we go. Oh, nice. I can approve links. That's cool. Hey, yeah, if anybody ever has anything they want to share in here that's a link, until things ever completely get out of control, if there's like 100 people in here, I might stop it. But totally cool if you want to drop some stuff in here. Totally cool. Oh, nice, Stuart. I'm glad that you enjoyed the mod job. Yeah, Star Wars toys are a priority. I got such a sick Poe Dameron. But yeah, there was something that we were talking about earlier, which was, is it going to be a Return of the Jedi ripoff? I think no. I think this might end up being the most serious Star Wars film out of them all for some reason. I don't know. I just have this weird sort of vibe about it. The Force Awakens had its can't even freaking talk. The Force Awakens had bits of comedy in it, but not like how the Last Jedi was like more slapstick, if that makes sense. It was just like the Force Awakens was like your straight ahead, very well edited, fast paced, slap you in the face blockbuster with very good like Force stuff going on, very good lore going on, very good world building in my opinion. And then the Last Jedi was like the cerebral sorry, I just got distracted by that. But then like the Last Jedi was kind of like a cerebral movie, specifically just about the nature of the Force and all that stuff, in my opinion. And now I think the closing out version is going to be back to sort of like that fast-paced... Yeah, exactly, Girls with Sabers. That's kind of like what it is. I feel like The Last Jedi really is kind of experimental in a sense, and that's why I get why it bugs a lot of people, you know. It is what it is. And we're not here to debate if it's your favorite movie or not anymore. That's for you to keep to your belief system. It's totally cool if you don't like it or not. It's all right. But yeah, I feel like JJ, I like almost everything he does. He's not a closer, so it's going to be an interesting thing to see him close out this trilogy, and he has literally the hardest job in the world right now, which is to close out like the most important series of movies that ever have happened, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, we need to find that guy and let him know about what opinions and facts are again. That was trolling me the other day. What a freak. Jesus. I was getting like PTSD on Twitter. Not really, though. I like kind of messing around with these dudes. Girls with Sabers, we got to do a collaboration soon. Oh, did you guys hear about fucking Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaac? He's gonna be in Dune. That's another thing I'm really excited about. I cannot wait to see Dune. I need to reread the book ASAP. I remember I was actually talking to Ek about that a while back. Because I was like, oh, I wish you did videos on Dune. And then he was like, bro, I do. And then he gave me a video, and it was fucking awesome. So, good work. I think it was about the navigators, if I'm remembering correctly. I think? I don't know. I've been watching a ton of Dune videos lately. Yeah, video. Whoops. By the way, it's been a long day. It's Monday. I've been up since like 4 a.m. with the kid. I think I'm on like 5 cups of coffee. It's insane. Yeah, the navigators. What a freaky concept. Being immersed in the spice. And then over years and years and years of stuff, being in the spice, it's just... You just turn into this weird mutant freak of nature that can travel through dimensions. It's insane. Don't be pessimistic, Ness. Be positive. It feels better. I swear. Oh, geez, you're starting now, man? Wow. You weren't kidding around when you said that you burned the midnight oil. Yeah. Arachnito Comics. I do have a slight worry that it might be a little jam-packed, but then again, maybe they'll do another maybe they'll do like another 2.5 hour movie, which I'm completely okay with. You know, the only reason I think people felt like The Last Jedi was long, no, I feel you, Ness, but sometimes, you know, just gotta wait and see. Just gotta wait and see, because I was a real big fan of Blade Runner 2049. As far as I'm concerned, as long as he can kind of keep that quality of filmmaking and storytelling going, I think we're in really good hands. And it's cool that he's pioneering the 2 films, so At least, like, in that regard, too, it'll be 2 consistent films. Oh yeah, I forgot little Gus. Wait, so how old is your kid, Ek? my dude's about to turn a year next month. It's insane. I can't believe it. He has so much hair. Dude shits himself all the time. It's insane. That's what being a parent is. Oh, he also likes this kind of like synth music too. He loves the first song in this album. We play it every morning, along with like Han Solo, or the John Powell score. Oh wow, he's a little guy, but 17 pounds. Wow, that is big. It's awesome, dude. Though it's a crazy thing. It's just babies. Like now, Thomas is my son's name. He's like sort of saying dad, but he's kind of like Girls with Sabers. Sorry, I'm gonna go off track here. I can think of an overloaded movie, Infinity War. Sorry if that triggered anybody. Oh wait, was that oh, is that his troll video? Ernie Eddie's or Artie, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I think Abrams is a master of pace. Yes. Oh, is there an example of a movie that he's done that's been overstuffed? Well, I feel like Lost was his biggest blunder. I don't know how directly involved he was with the end, but it's the only thing I can really think of. And the only other movie I guess would say was like if there was like a worst film, even though I still really like it, Super 8. Oh yeah, that's funny that Eckhart literally said that second. Yeah, I feel like Super 8 was almost an amazing film. Almost. It was like almost the perfect nostalgia ride, Spielberg-esque, mystery magic alien sort of coming of age film that like almost did it for me. So I'll throw it on every now and then, but yeah, I don't know. It just, yeah, there was the third act of that film. It didn't really do a thing for me. I don't know why, but you know. Oh, you never watched Lost? Interesting. Although I feel like the last season of Lost sort of was bizarre, and I thought it was going to be one thing and ended up being something else, which I guess you could say was subversive. Overall, the philosophy of Lost is something that I have loved about, it's one of the best things about it. The things you think about while watching Lost and the things that you take away from it, I would say is actually funner than the show itself, if that makes any sense. It's almost like when you like remember a skit and it's almost funnier just to talk about it with your buddy than it is to rewatch it. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. That happens with me and a lot of buddies. We quote old Greg a shitload, but we just like can't bring ourselves to watch old Greg. But like if I'm hanging out with my buddy, I'll be like, I'm old Greg, just for like no reason. And then he'll be like, could you learn to love me? And I'll just look at him and go, can you give me an assessment? And like literally our whole friendship is based off of old Greg quotes. It's hilarious. Oh, yeah, dude, I totally forgot about Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was a show that took a little bit of time for me to get into, to be honest. The first 3 episodes or 4 episodes, I was like, what? I couldn't get, like, Malcolm in the Middle out of my head. But then, finally, you know, some dark shit happened in the season. I was like, oof, alright. It might have been the bombing, or, like, the little bomb he made in one of the episodes, like, with the drug dealer. It's been so freaking long. Yo, what's up, the Burger Hut? I love your freaking name. I want to have a burger right now. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, Ryan did a great episode of Breaking Bad and a bad episode of Breaking Bad. I didn't think The Fly was that spectacular of an episode, but I get it. It was supposed to be small scale and, like, a little bit claustrophobic. But Ozymandias is one of the best things I've ever watched on TV. Period. Oh, thanks so much, dude. I really appreciate that, Kyle. Oh, that's you, X77. I know you. What's up, dude? Welcome to the other digital realm that I possess. I'm just, like, staring at my icon right now. Just, like, lost looking at it because it's so freaking cool looking. You know, I don't think I've ever watched much English content, I guess. Other than, like, Monty Python stuff. Hey, what's up, Misconduct? Nice to see you. Hope the fam's good. Oh yeah, Thunderback Cumbersnutch. What's his name? I can never say his name. Yeah, Stuart. My son's name is Thomas. Named after my wife's past father. You know, he actually passed away of cancer a long time ago. So, and then the guy who primarily raised me was my grandfather. His name was Alfonso. So we named him Thomas Alfonso. Alfonso's a badass name, too. Because then we can call him the Fonz. Or, if I get really pissed at him, when I'm, you know, when he's older, I can be like, yo, Thomas Alfonso, knock it off. You know? That's a pretty intense thing. Alright, Ron. Thanks for coming, dude. I'll let you know about Saturday. I'll definitely hit you up tonight. Yeah, I think Jenny has the nail hit in the head. I think Kylo Ren will die. When Kylo Ren says to Han Solo, "I destroyed him," it's like he's trying to convince himself, right? No, he's gonna destroy his dark side. Now let's say Kylo Ren, may the Force be with you. Definitely. So let's say Kylo Ren does die, or Ben Solo does die. It's definitely possible, but I think what's going to happen before that moment, either way, wait, what is this? Uh-oh. I was like, what is that? I just, like, clicked on cats. Whoops. Yeah, I just feel like, what's more likely to happen? It's okay, don't worry about it, Sarah. Totally cool. I feel like what's more likely to happen is that they both die, if anything. And that sounds super morbid, but that's the only way I think death could go down with them. And maybe it'd be some sort of, like, forced sacrifice for the final balance, in a way. Like, they both see that, like, you know, okay, bringing back stuff in the Last Jedi novelization, when Leia's reflecting on one of Luke's teachings, yo, see you later, Dale. Thanks for popping in, dude. I really appreciate it. I feel like, you know, there's a bit where Leia's reflecting on basically one of the teachings, and Luke's basically telling her that like life creates the Force, but the people are just sort of like secondary thoughts to the Force, sort of, you know? Like, the Force itself is all that really matters. We're just mere vessels for it to pass through at this point. So I feel like... Yeah, I just feel like... I don't know. I just feel like them balancing... No, I know what you mean, Arachnito. Like, this is why I say, like, everything that I think about what could happen, this is, like, my whole fan speculation stuff. Because I just have no idea. They're so cryptic with their news drops. The only thing that we know is who isn't on set anymore. That's literally the only thing that we know every day. Today was C-3PO's last day. Sad. But yeah, I don't know. What's up, Star-Lord? I will say, I finally came around when I was making my recent video to really liking Broom Kid a little bit more. I don't know why, just like that scene always felt a little wonky to me. And then as I was writing it, I was like, well, maybe if I think about this from like a child's perspective. No, oh, wait. Is there some weird stuff going on with Anthony Daniels now? No. But yeah, with the Broom Kid. Sorry, I think I just burped on the live stream. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, Tamiri Blag. I feel like it finally clicked. The whole Rey is those kids. Those kids are Rey, the Force. Rey always had the Force. That kid always had the Force. It's just kind of like the never-ending cycle of awakening of this new Force, or whatever. Oh yeah, Stuart, I completely agree. I know a lot of people that hate Rebels, and I'm surprised. And I think it has some of the best, stuff going on in terms of the Force, in terms of like how Kanan sort of repossesses one of the wolves on the Thal to lead Ezra on his path towards like in the last season, and you know, I love all the stuff with the animals. It's just so crazy to me to think about, but I don't know. It's a very bizarre Star Wars out there thing, which is very Dave Filoni, and that's why I liked it. There's very weird Force stuff going on. Oh yeah, Kyle, I completely agree. See, I feel like for like the war stuff, the Clone Wars is what really kicked ass, right? The Clone Wars is Star Wars. But I feel like Rebels is just like a lore kind of thing. Ness, I feel like we have no idea how long after that little flash of light is. Could be like 2 months later, 3 months later, for all we know. Could be the year later or half a year later. But you don't know. I don't know. It's a fantasy film. I don't know if nitpicking the exact time could be the thing. I don't know. It probably wouldn't land for the younger audience if they didn't have like if they had older kids at the end, I guess. Oh, nice. Thanks, Misconduct. I'm glad that I am enhancing your commute. Oh, I commute like 2 hours to work and 2 hours home. It's brutal. But yeah, Ness, the big thing with Star Wars and stuff is like when you start, I feel like when you start getting to parts of like, oh, why isn't this one thing explained, or what is this time frame? I just feel like I see that issue in every film. It's just hard not to see it. Like, how did Luke know that he could grab a lightsaber out of the snow? Or like, why did I guess, yeah, I just feel like traditionally a lot of us fans didn't need a lot of setup for these things. We sort of just like let it happen. And maybe it's because we're all older now that we sort of expect a lot more explanation. I'm not sure. But I just feel like every one of these films has those issues, I guess. So, Yo, having a good night, Stu. I hope you sleep well. And I'll definitely be posting another video this week that hopefully will get you all laughing. I got some Bantha Poodoo stuff ready. Oh my god, it's already 7:51. Jesus. I'm going to show this link. Let's do this. Yeah, I mean, I get over analyzing stuff, Kyle, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't have a channel if I didn't overanalyze things. But I guess what I choose to focus on is like storytelling and like that rather than some of the more literal things, I guess. Maybe that makes me not as hardcore as other fans, and that's fine with me, you know. And it's totally cool. Like, there's some channels, you know, like Eck was, I don't know if he's still here anymore. I think he's working. But he's like super into the battles and the ships and the whys of why they use things in certain battles, and like why technology has advanced slowly and things like that. And then there's other channels that are like, here's just like literally all the news of Star Wars. There's nothing else but that. Ooh, he's here. That's got chills. And then you got, Hello Greedo does like everything. He has like gaming stuff, which is awesome, streams. And then it has like, and then he has parodies and he has news. Then he has like really cool deep thought stuff, which is really neat. The My Morning Coffees, which I wish he did like one of those once a day or something. Very cool stuff to listen to. But yeah, we all have our different things for what makes us really love Star Wars. And I would say for me, it kind of boils down to two things. And maybe this is a bit superficial, since one of them is going to be aesthetics. A big thing for me with Star Wars, 50%, is like aesthetics, and that I love that. I love that comparison. I think we're actually like the same age. But yeah. But anyways, you know what I'm saying, guys. We all have our things that we're all into, and I love aesthetics. I like the Ralph McQuarrie, the music, the design, the ships. Like, I could watch silent Star Wars films, okay? And I've actually done that. I watched the silent Last Jedi, or not the silent, it was the Last Jedi with only the score, which was an amazing experience. Yes, I did have a little bit of the devil's lettuce when I did that, and it was a great time. I do not support drugs, everybody. Just kidding. No. Anyways, but yeah, moving on. It was awesome. And then the other thing I love, since I majored in this, is philosophy, and the other thing is the philosophy of Star Wars. It's like, I am Greedo's clone. That'd be hilarious. That'd be a hilarious parody. I should just do that. I'm like, what's like the opposite of that? What would be like the inverse of Hello Greedo's name? By Han Solo? Is that what it would be? Do I have to dress up like Han Solo? That's what it is. Yeah, goodbye, Han. Boom. Hey Kyle, I definitely recommend you see it with just the music. It's a very different experience. But yeah, so like that's the stuff. Wait, I think there actually is a channel called Hello Kylo. I remember seeing that or something. It's definitely hard to, I remember I was talking with some people in my Discord, and I was like, I would love to wear a helmet sometime, but like, I can't. I can't do that. Yeah, Zero's a fan. He just makes funny content. I mean, you know. I do wonder how many times he's going to post the Luke taking down a Star Destroyer thing. That'd be very interesting. I have like a little parody thing that's going on about him. I sort of got this idea to make like a documentary called like Mike Zero, based on an untrue story. But I'm like, wow, how much will this take for me to make? Because like all the ideas I have are, to me, very hilarious. But I also want to make it in a way that's like just like funny for everybody. Like if he saw it, he'd probably chuckle or whatever. Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying, Arachnito, dude. It's just like, I don't know. I know he's you know he's doing his thing. It's his thing, I guess. He likes doing the news. But yeah, I don't know. He definitely, yeah, there's another, I agree. I feel like he's like the nicest kid on the planet, and like he never hurt anybody. And I just feel like he just kind of does stuff and makes up stuff. He just doesn't say anything that has substance, and it's not real. It's not based on anything. It's just total headcanon stuff, and that's what his channel is. And I guess for his fans, they like diving into the what ifs, I guess. That's not really my thing, so I just think it's funny. It's like how many random Star Wars ideas could I come up with? I don't even know. See you, GWS. Have a good night. Yeah, I would say at the end of the day, like that's what it is, Stephanie. Like, it's the big what if stuff, and he literally always says take it with a grain of salt. But to me, it's just really humorous at this point. It would be cool, like I always say, it'd be cool to see Star Wars fans make things that are about Star Wars, like not like this news just in, derp 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 news. You know, like every now and then I'll do stuff like that. Hey, you got it, Everett. I'm gonna be heading out here too in probably like 5 minutes, but yeah, I don't know. Star Wars is interesting. It makes us all fight with each other, and also all of us come together. It makes no sense. Yeah, it'd be cool, Stephanie. It'd be cool to see, like, I don't want to tell anybody what they should make for content at all, because people are free to do whatever they want. But what's so odd to me sometimes is a lot of Star Wars content creators just kind of make sort of nothing videos. I hate to say that's what it is, but it's like it didn't add anything to like much, I guess. It'd be cool to maybe like do some of those what if videos and then be like, here's an analysis on X, Y, and Z, even if it's just from a comic book, from some of the old stuff, or like the EU, whatever. It doesn't have to be about Disney or any of that stuff. I just wish more of that stuff happened, I guess. And unfortunately, you know, I feel like the trending Star Wars stuff now is just negative. It's just, let's just throw out random BS hot take stuff. You know, everybody was outraged that there was no freaking tracer. I almost said trailer and teaser at the same time. This is how tired I am, everybody. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just like everybody's so pissed off that the teaser trailer didn't come out for some reason, and it's just like, are we all just gonna be mad at something every day? And then the whole thing with Liam Neeson today, holy freaking crap. I don't know. Oh, interesting. I actually have a lot of thought. Well, see, the Haldo maneuver, I guess this is what I'll leave the stream off with tonight. My thoughts on the Haldo maneuver. That'll be the last thing I talk about before I have to go upstairs and be a husband. The reason why I feel like it doesn't create a plot hole is because, according to every piece of literature I've read around the hyperspace ramming, with the novelization, the TLJ book, all that stuff, she never actually enters hyperspace. She hits the supremacy sub-light speed. So therefore, the whole issue is a non-issue, because the whole plot hole would be, how can that happen if you're in another dimension, or another dimension of space? Now, it doesn't really make sense to say it's a plot hole because it was never used before. The plot hole is hyperspace itself, and if she actually was in there or not. And the answer is no. So that's how I think it's really easy to pretty much... yeah, well, that is the argument. Why was it never done before? I guess... I mean, I don't know a shitload about ships. But in my opinion, well, how big was it? I'm going to search right now. Was it in like 60, or was the Supremacy 60 kilometers? Sorry, you can hear my typing. So the Radis MC-85 Star Cruiser. So, yeah, it was like the biggest ship, period, in the fleet. It was 3,500 meters in length. It was enormous. And that, at sub-light speed, shrapneled out right as it hit the Supremacy, just creating space havoc. I guess, you know, I would assume mass has something to do with it. As something gets close to light speed, its mass gets closer to being infinite. So perhaps that has something to do with it as well, if you want to get scientific. But I don't know. I guess I didn't really think about the merits of a Star Wars science issue, because, I mean, we see fire in space. You know, that's kind of like, I suppose, the answer. Maybe the smug answer to that a little bit, but, you know, it is an answer. Not a lot of things make sense overall. But anyways, I hope you guys have had a good time on my late stream. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I had some family stuff come up. And all is good, nothing bad, but just, you know, life stuff. And I will be doing my stream next weekend on Sunday at the 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normal time, for sure. And I'm going to try to come up with some more topics and maybe try to ramble a little bit less. But anyways, I just love talking with you guys no matter what. Doesn't matter what we talk about here. This is honestly just for me to hang out with you guys and get to know you more than it is to even talk about Star Wars sometimes. So, other than that, this is the AT-AT Chat. And thanks for hanging out with me for now an hour and 10 minutes. I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a good night. Bye.